Hey guys, I'm back for yet one more beer review tonight. I'm just trying to get through. Like I said, my backlog is crazy, and having that tooth out set me back several days. So, be that as it may, guys, I'm going to try and knock one more out tonight. We're continuing on with the cultish IPAs. And we've got another big boy in that lineup, and that is an IPA from Stone Brewing Company. And this is their session IPA called their Go To IPA. Um, Now, Stone Brewing Company is from Escondido, California. So it's another California West Coast IPA. Now, I should explain, guys, the concept of a session IPA. For those that don't know, a session IPA is an IPA that's designed to drink several of, to have a session. So they are lower alcohol, and what I appreciate about a lot of these uh, craft breweries making a session type beer is, to me, that's what you want. You know, I'm a kind of a social drinker. I like to have a few with friends, family, etc. You know, so I like these light, crisp, you know, in my opinion, normal alcohol level beers, not these off the charts ones, because you're not going to have the alcohol creep in there and ruin all the amazing flavors. Now, the special thing, guys, with Stone, not only is this is not a label. Stone, they actually paint their bottles. So it's kind of cool. But the one neat thing about Stone Brewing Company is they just put a ton of information on their bottles, guys. I mean, there's like a novel on the back there. I'm not going to read all of it. Um, but the one unique feature of this particular go-to IPA, because this is a 4.5 ABV, guys, only 4.5%. This might be one of the lowest ABVs I've done so far since I started doing these beer reviews. So it's very sessionable. Um, but the one drawback that some of these craft brewers have had with having the lower alcohol is they haven't been able to compete with the big bombastic elements of some of the, you know, big singles and even double IPAs. So what Stone has went ahead and done is something called hop bursting, and it sounds very similar to kind of what Dogfish Head does with their 60-minute IPA, where with this hop bursting process, at the very tail end of the brewing process, they basically bombard it with tons of hops. Essentially, is what I got out of it. You know, if you guys are interested and want to check out Go To IPA Hop Bursting Session Ale from Stone Brewing Company, you can read the bottle and it explains it a lot better. So anyway, guys, we're gonna try to crack right into this. And wow, look at that. I managed to knock the bottle cap right in the glass, guys. I don't know if I could do that twice. Anyway, it's kind of the horned demon guy or whatever's on the bottle cap. So anyway, we'll give this a pour, guys. We'll see if we can do a somewhat better job than I did the last time. And that worked significantly better. Anyway, right on the surface, you can see this is a much lighter, more of a golden IPA, not quite so orange. And it's about a 3/4 white, pretty much pure white head. So we'll go ahead and give this a sniff. Slight carbonation. And yeah, it's definitely smells hoppy, guys. Excuse me for just a moment. All right, and of course my cam had to freeze on me for a minute, guys, so hopefully that'll come back here in a moment. Okay. Alright guys, really sorry about that. I've been having computer issues for a couple weeks. This camera keeps freezing for no reason every now and then. It's an old computer, and I think we're pushing this high def video is really straining it. So anyway guys, I was starting to get into the sniff here. As you can see, the head's pretty much dissipated. And this one, guys, for lack of originality, is a lot like the Dogfish head. You get some of that lemon lime. It's very hoppy. It's a little bit resiny. It feels thick, or kind of smells thick. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it smells a little heavy. It smells a little totally different than the last one I did. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to dig into this, guys, so cheers. You know, and this is nice. Hint of sweetness. It's a little bitter on the back end, but it's not horribly bitter. I mean, this would be a good beginner's IPA for sure. Little of that lemon limey flavor that I picked up again on the Dogfish head one, but then again, they have a similar hopping process. This is definitely lighter than that was. It's a little sticky. You know, kind of sticks to your lips and sticks to everything. It's a little bit, for some people that might be hugely appealing. For me, I'm not sure that aspect is terribly appealing. But, you know, it's definitely full-on flavor. If somebody didn't tell you that this was a session IPA at 4.5% alcohol, I don't think you'd guess it. I mean, it's got full-on flavor, and I really tip my hat to Stone Brewing Company for, you know, making a beer that's full-on flavor at that level. I'll give one more dig in here, guys. And yeah, I mean, this is not as complex. There's not as much going on as the Sculpin I just reviewed. But I would definitely turn to this one more often. It's easier to drink. The stickiness to it isn't the most appealing, if I'm honest, guys, but that's a personal texture sort of thing. So that wouldn't really affect some people, but I would definitely suggest people check this out. It's definitely more reasonably priced. I'm not completely blown away by this either, to be honest, but I would say this is a solid 7 out of 10 for the Stone Go To IPA, which is a hop bursted session IPA. I would definitely recommend checking it out. So once again, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk with you later.